Hey you. Yeah, that's right, you. Do you like Skyblock? Yes? How about terraforming? Do you like terraforming? Also yes? Then this right here is the video for you. Welcome back to Skyblock Kingdoms, everybody, and this right here may be my biggest and most ambitious project to date on this channel. I mean, I'm kind of known for my mega builds and terraforming already, but I'm bringing it to a new level here. As I'm sure you guys know, Kitrix, our island partner, has built this amazing pagoda in the back of the Mangrove Kingdom here, but it's a little bit of a floater right now. I've spent the last month and a half designing a massive island to support this pagoda. So today we're gonna lock in and see if we can't get it done. Now the good news since our last episode is we have actually gone to the end, so we now have an elytra, which is gonna make our job 10 times easier. We also have the giant floating baby over here to help out too. Hi Fredbert, you're gonna do some work today. But before we can get building, we need to talk materials. Because like I said, I've been designing this island for a bit over a month, so of course I have a schematic for it. And if we look at that schematic, you're gonna notice we need a lot of blocks. Now the good news on that front is I have been collecting for quite some time, so I do have a lot of stone in reserve here. As for the rest of the resources, that's where Mangrove Industrial comes in, which I haven't actually shown you guys on camera yet. Welcome to the Mangrove Industrial area. We got ourselves a witch farm, a moss farm, tons and tons of bone meal, sugarcane, and most importantly to this project, an auto cobble gen, an auto basalt gen, and a brand new dirt tray. So pretty much everything we already need for this build is collected. But of course there always has to be that one problem child. And for us that happens to be andesite. We need over 9 double chests of it. Now you may be asking, Elfie, how do you get andesite in Skyblock? There is no ground. Well, one of the lesser known things is that andesite, granite, and diorite are actually craftable in vanilla Minecraft. And thankfully, we already have the facility to do it, our golden bartering farm. We need a ton of this stuff, which we don't have a lot of. This chest? Oh. Okay, hopefully there's more in the chest in the bottom here. Okay, yeah. Full double chest and another full double chest. It's not enough, but it's a start. Anyways, so in order to make andesite, you have to go through a bit of a process. So first things first, you have to make this stuff here, diorite. And then once you have diorite, you throw that in the crafter again with your cobblestone and you get andesite. So it's a bit of a process and it's an expensive one at that, but it is doable. Alrighty, I managed to craft up a few shulker boxes here of andesite. This should be enough to get us started. We're definitely going to have to get more later on though. But let's pack this up with some cobblestone and head back to base. There we go, 16 double chests of assorted resources, and it still won't be enough. But it'll at least be enough to get started. Now it's time to get rid of these random bridges that are going to get in the way of our new build. I know it may seem a bit excessive to clear it this far out, but trust me, once you see the build, you'll realize that I needed to. There we go, much cleaner underneath now. Now I have basically everything that I need to start this project, but there's something that I do need to get, otherwise every member of the server will hate me forever every time they come to this island. Because I am notorious for not lighting up my builds, so we're gonna grab some coal so that we can have some torches on hand. Alrighty, here we go. Torches in one hand, blocks in the other. It is time to get this show on the road. I suspect that this will be a lot easier than last time I built an island too, because we got happy ghasts, and if we fall off the happy ghast, we've got our elytra. No more water streams needed. so many blocks. I counted it up and I've been working on this for 17 hours so far, and I've only completed the underside of the island, but it is looking great so far. The reality is, though, this is only about half done, and Fredbert here is a good assistant, but I think I need a little bit more help. Time to go recruit someone with hands. Kit.
Yo, Elfie.
How's it going? It's been a while.
Good, how are you? Holy crap, what is all of this?
These are phantoms.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there's so many of them. Why do these guys
no.
always show up? Anyways,
lesson.
hi, how's
Hey,
it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm losing it, Kit. I'm losing it. So many blocks. It's gonna be a cool island when it's done, but so many blocks. I could use someone with hands to help me. Fredbert's been trying, but he just kind of floats around and makes sound.
True.
You're doing great, Fredbert.
I got you. I will help you out.
Thank you. I've got so many blocks over here for us to place. This is about half done, by the way. Right now, we're standing on what will be the inside of the island.
Oh, wow. Oh, good on you for placing torches.
Yeah, this is more torches than I think I've ever placed in my life. So I don't know if this is going to be enough for what we've got left to do, but we got a whole bunch of dirt, we got a whole bunch of stone, we got a whole bunch of cobblestone, a whole bunch of tuff, andesite, and kind of assorted stuff.
That is crazy, and I'm guessing we have to place all of this.
At least all this. It might actually be more than this.
Okay.
We have more stone if we
crazy.
need it. The rest of it we have to kind of craft as we go if we need more.
I see.
You ready to place a few blocks?
Heck yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it. There we go, the island is complete. It only took me and Kit about 30 hours to do it, and roughly 130,000 blocks. But here we are, and it is looking really cool. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Elfie, this episode is really only just started, and you've already built an entire island. And believe it or not, I did actually think about that before I started. So, as you know, I made a schematic for this island. I designed this entire thing in creative mode, and I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time in this episode actually building the island. The main thing I want to focus on today is filling this island up. And the first place we're going to start with that is water. All of our rivers and lakes are a little bit dry right now, which isn't going to do. So let's see if we can track down a couple buckets. And I say if because our storage room is, this. Well, it's not technically buckets, but it'll work. Grab ourselves a bit of water from here, and let's just make ourselves an infinite water source up here. Before we get on with filling these lakes, though, I have been told by David to check my mailbox. I need uppies. We'll just do that for now. Urgent mail. Let's see what's so urgent about this. Dear Kingelffe, according to our records, you do not have an elytra and or ghast license. Please schedule an appointment with the local DMV in order to obtain your license. Guys, I've been caught. I guess I gotta get myself a license. Actually, according to this, I need 2 licenses, one for my elytra and one for my ghast. Oh, hello. Oh. Guys, I think I may have forgotten to place some torches up there. Oh, I think I may have forgotten to place a lot of torches up here. Oh boy. Yeah, we're just gonna sleep the night away and pretend that's not an issue. Alright, well I guess let's head over to the DMV and see what's up. Duvid is online. I think he's doing a session with Nuke right now, but who knows, maybe he does group sessions. It's always easier to pass a test when you have someone to cheat off of.
It's very important that we don't have people just flying around willy-nilly, you know, it's very important to... What is that?
Blub. Blub.
Oh, that's a fish.
Shit, I may have double booked this.
Oh.
Okay, well,
There's no clipping through the door. I don't think he knows there's a waiting room. Those chairs are a waiting room, right?
Yeah,
I'm just flopping at the door, it's fine.
Oh, do you want me to open it for you?
Fish
Flop
don't
on
have
in.
hands, Nuke. You should know this.
They have flippers. Oh, you know those like little plastic baby hands that you can get from a novelty store? What if we just started putting them on fish?
What am I, Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah.
Mr. Elfie, how are you doing today? What are you here for?
I'm good. How about you? I saw this piece of mail in my mailbox. Apparently, I need some licenses.
Oh, I mean, I see
Plural?
you right there wearing your elytra. Do you have any happy gas?
Boo!
Maybe.
Elytra, boo!
Boo you, filthy ground peasant. Anyways.
Well, Mr. Elfie, as you may be aware, flying is a very dangerous thing, and so, you know, we need to make sure people are properly prepared for flight in the open sky. Here's your test, Mr. Elfie. Good luck. And if you have any questions, you just read the book. Just, you know, tell me. It's all good.
Oh, okay. Official DMV test. Topic elytra. Overseer Duvid. Jurisdiction SBK. Guidelines, blah, 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 blah.
Right, okay. What's the flyer's handbook?
It basically gives you all the information you need to pass the test.
But
Where
where
is it?
was this book?
Well,
I don't remember getting it.
You already have the test book, so I'm actually not quite
Well,
sure.
it wasn't in our mailbox.
I
No,
think
it wasn't.
May have gotten thrown out. It might be in the dumpsters out back.
Why do I feel like there's going to be some weird
Hold on.
question about road signs
Sir,
and all that
sir,
in here?
You already
I'm
have
checking the
test
dumpster.
in your hand.
He's dumpster diving. Give him a sec.
I found it.
Did you?
Yep.
Sir,
Table.
you can't
There's
just read behind
96
the desk.
pages!
Duvid, how long did you spend on this?
Oh, most of
like
it's
an
blank.
An hour.
Oh.
Page 84 just says the word elytra with nothing else on it.
Oh, great.
I mean,
Page
it's a cool
96, the last one, says, this book is dedicated to Mr. Safety. Stop, crouch, walk, go report it to OSHA,
He's
2024
back.
to 2025.
word. Rest in peace.
Oh, he's gone.
He's dead.
Are you doing an elytra or a happy ghast one?
Elytra.
Oh.
Yeah, I should have taken
Are
the
we
same one
supposed
as
to
you
cheat
so I
off of
could
each
cheat
other?
off of you, yeah. Duvid, can I have the happy ghast one?
At what height does a happy ghast begin taking damage when flying downwards? A, 0, B, negative 64, C, negative 124, or D, negative 128?
You know, there's nothing in this rulebook saying we can't leave the building.
Well, I already did leave the building, and he's not disqualified me, so you're right.
Hey, Duvid, you have a happy ghast, right?
Well, this just feels like a hostage situation now.
It really does.
Please finish your tests, sir.
Okay, well, what is this? What is the highest BCFC blood chorus fruit content allowed for a legal flight of a happy ghast? I'm gonna go with the highest.
Yep. How long can you glide on the base durability of an elytra before it breaks?
8.
Yep, that sounds right to me.
Sir, I was almost. I think you have about like 7 or 8 of these wrong.
What?
Okay, sir. You know what? Yeah, listen here, okay? Look. I don't really want to interrupt with anyone's business, so what do you got on you?
Is this a shakedown?
No, this is bribery. You can bribe.
I have a boat.
A boat?
I have a very valuable boat on me. I also have some torches.
I'll take the boat.
Okay.
Congratulations, sir. You have passed your test.
Well, this feels like a whole thing. I feel like I could have just bribed him in the beginning and not had to do any of that nonsense.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I just answer D on everything?
Let me get your brand new Happy Gas license.
Alfie, don't bother doing the test. You can just bribe him.
Oh, duration 3 rockets. I know this one. What the heck is this question? What is the maximum speed of an elytra written as a % of the speed of light?
It's very important to know.
I can't imagine it is.
Do you know?
Why would I know?
The speed of light, 1%.
Yeah.
Well, what are the options?
1.902 e to the negative 7. And then just increasing from there.
Well, I did say 1%.
Technically, that's a lot lower than a percent. That would be like 100,000th of a percent. How do you get an elytra? Select all that apply. What is considered love and care?
Continue with the test.
I also put 5 and then in brackets murder. What enchantments can be added to an elytra? Select all that apply. Oh, the options are D-O-O-V-I-D. It's just dude.
Do you think you can put protection on an elytra?
No.
That's the first D.
I definitely didn't just erase that. Everything's fine. Don't judge me. What are beetle wings? I'm gonna go with false. According to the right of way, what should you do when encountering a moving happy ghast in the open skies? Obviously, it's land on the ghast, because that's hilarious. Why are you here, Destiny? Yes, there we go. Alrighty. I've completed my test, sir.
Your test, Mr. Elfie.
Here you go.
Let me grade this real quick. It'll only be a minute or two.
Those aren't good sounds, David.
Oh, 4 in a row.
4 in a row? What? I'm gonna assume you mean 4 right in a row.
I apologize, sir. You got 7 questions wrong.
What?
Look. You probably know you know how this works, okay? Like, what do you got?
I mean, I've got a mangrove slab. What else do I have?
I have one of those.
Oh, you don't have one of these. I mean, this is some premium quality stuff right from the swamp.
I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Here you go.
Congratulations on passing your test,
Yay!
Kingelffe. Let me grab you your your license real quick.
Wait, days since last incident. 0. David, what happened here?
You don't want to know.
Oh, okay.
Would you also like to do the happy gas test while you're here?
Yeah, sure, why not? Might as well.
And look, I'm gonna be honest, man. I know you went through all the answers with Nuke. So like, what else you got?
Ooh, you know what? This right here. I know that last guy who came in also has stuff like this, but this is premium dirt. I've got 37.
Fine. Well, that's actually pretty good. Oh, but 1 by 1?
Yep.
You're doing them individually.
Yep, making it rain.
Thank you, Kingelffe. Congratulations on passing your, happy gas test!
I did it!
I'd like to congratulate you on the fastest completion of the happy gas test.
Woohoo!
Now, please make sure to keep that on you in case of anything, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you for your service, I guess. Wait, that's not what I say.
Well, I think I thank you for your service, and I give you some fish at the same time.
I don't need any more bribes, sir.
Oh, well, that's all right. That's on the house. I mean, it clearly looked like you were hungry and in need of fish, and I'm going to leave so that you don't give them back to me. See ya, David.
Thank you.
Bye. There we have it, guys. I can now legally fly on Skyblock Kingdoms using both my elytra and my happy ghast. And I'm gonna be real with you. If I had failed those tests, I was still gonna do it. Ah, great. There goes 2 more spaces in my ender chest. Alright, now that we've got that done and over with, back to water. I think the logical first place to start is getting my waterfalls in place because those are the water streams that I need to control. After that, it's really just a matter of filling up all these lakes and rivers. So let's get some blocks down here and we'll place our first water source here. And that looks like it went the way I want it to go. Now let's do it again here. I'm thinking I'll probably need 3 different sources, one more right here, and boom. Now let's see if it turned out the way I wanted it to. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good. And now one more water source here and here. There we go, that front waterfall is taken care of. Now all of this right here should be good, we just need to fill it in with water. But if we come up the river here, we do have a small waterfall going in right here. And actually, now that I look at it, I never set up the stream going from the bottom of the waterfall over to this river here. I guess it's really more of a creek, isn't it? It's not that big. Either way, let's get our water in place and let's just see where it flows. Okay, it comes down here, so we know that we're gonna have a corridor of water here, and then probably kind of like this. And then around here we can start narrowing it, and then we will curve it right here. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. We'll just yoink this for a sec, and let's dig out our new riverbed. Alright, this should work now. So if we release the dam, that should go down our new river. Nailed it. Alright, our next waterfall is up on the top pool here, coming down from here. So let's block this off like this and throw down our water source. Let's throw another one here too. Perfect. Alright, there are 2 more waterfalls to take care of, but they need a little bit of extra work. So I think I'll start by filling in the lakes and rivers on the top of the island here, and then we'll move on to the more difficult waterfalls. The fish are flowing. Then again, I guess I shouldn't expect anything else from this kingdom, right? But anyways, I filled up all of the lakes and rivers except for the center of the island, and it's just added so much color and life to this. And we still have a little bit more to go. Like I said, there are 2 areas that I think are going to be a little bit harder to sculpt with the water, and this is one of them. The water's going to come down this way and then flow off the side of the island over there. And the other one's on the back of the island here. The water's going to flow off the back of the island here into this area here. It's going to come down this way and then split off in 2 different directions, flowing down into this lake right here. So I think the play is to get this waterfall done here first, and then fill in this lake and get the waterfall on the back of the island figured out. But first things first, let's see if we get lucky by just releasing the dam here. I haven't tried this in creative mode or anything like that, so maybe it'll just work off the bat, but I mean, how often does that actually happen? I mean, it worked better than I thought it would. I want it to fan out a bit more here, and I want it to be a bit more narrow at the top, I think. Which means that we need a few blocks for sculpting. So if we maybe do this here, and then re-release the water, let's just see how that changes up the stream. And take 2. Okay, that's not horrible. But funny enough, I actually think I narrowed it out too much up here. So let's see if we can get this going a little bit better. Okay, I think that's a little better at the top there. Now we have to address the fact that it narrows out to 2 blocks and then 1 block down here. Let's see what we can do about fixing that. I think if we knock out this block here and we add another source block here, that sort of helps. And then I think we do the same thing right here. And then boink and boink. There we go, definitely starting to get better. And then I think I want it to get wider at the bottom here. So if we add another source block right here, and I'm thinking maybe here, there we go. I think that's looking pretty sweet. This one actually went a lot better than I thought it would. Working with free-flowing water is usually a lot harder, but it's probably a little early for celebration. We do still have more to do. This waterfall is next, and I think that the easiest way to do that is going to be to fill in the lake in the center here, and then do that. And oh boy, do we have a lot of water to fill here. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks deep. We're definitely not going to have any trouble fishing treasure from this lake. It is at a little bit of a slower rate because it's not open sky above, but you can still fish treasure. I did make sure of that before I designed this. Plus, with Luck of the Sea 3, you're going to get a whole lot more. Alrighty, we got our water. It's time to do this. I wonder how long this is going to take. Slowly but surely, we are working our way through this island. Almost all of my water's in place now, we just have to work on that waterfall over there. But if you look at this, I also spent a stream putting glow lichen in the lake. You can't really see it from a distance, but if you zoom in, you can kind of see it as a thin layer of algae on the lake floor. It's a very subtle detail, but it makes the world of difference because before I added that, it was pitch black in the center there. But now we have a little bit of mood lighting throughout the entire cave. Anyways, last little bit of water, this waterfall right here. Let's start by just releasing the dam and seeing what happens. Okay, that looks pretty good. This part here, less good. And the water doesn't even make it off this edge, so pretty bad down here. Alright, well let's just start by filling this in here. Alright, that's starting to look a little bit better. We just need to raise the water level of this one so that it pours over this edge too. So once again, let's fill this in. Alright, let's see how it looks. Pretty good. Yup, I'm very happy with how that turned out. And with that, I think we are done with the water, which is great because dealing with water sucks in Minecraft. Although, while I'm up here, I do see something that needs fixing. This portal has served its purpose, but we've got a better one lined up. So if we just get rid of the old one and we slap the bottom here, there we go, that's a much better portal. We've spent a lot of time so far working on our new island, but one of the things that I built that island for is to contain this mess right here. Our storage room is abysmal, even by my standards. So we're going to work on cleaning this up soon. But before we even think about moving all of our stuff over to the new island, we got to do something about the way we get into the island, because this little dirt bridge doesn't exactly work anymore. It's a bridge to nothing. And I want to build something that'll kind of keep with the theme of our pagoda here. So let's grab ourselves some mangrove wood. And we're starting to run a little bit low on the stuff. I used to have 4 double chests full, but now we're down to a chest and a half. It goes quick when you have to buy stuff in the shopping district. Plus, our pillars out the front of the island here are definitely eating through resources too. And by the way, if you didn't know about this project, this is our bridge over to spawn. We're doing a series of pillars going all the way over so that we can parkour our way to spawn. And, you know, we don't have to build a really wonky bridge for Kit. But yeah, I've been entirely doing that project on stream, so make sure you're following me on Twitch if you're not already. That way you can catch all of the progress in the Mangrove Kingdom here. Anyways, we're not working on that bridge today, we're working on a bridge over here. Let's get ourselves some slabs and some stairs. And right here, you might be able to see one of the imperfections with my design here. It's one of those things that just kind of happens when you build things by hand in a creative world. We are currently standing on level 77, and the other side of this bridge is on level 78. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to kind of fix that on the other side, but we'll start from here. Let's go with a stair and then a slab, then maybe another slab, and let's say one more slab. That's a pretty good arch there. And then if we want to keep an even center, we want to bring it to about here. So stair, slab, slab, and slab. Now let's just go up one more and bridge across. Cool, it's not too drastic of a curve and it's not too flat either. Let's just throw some blocks here because we know we're gonna have to do that at some point. And I'm thinking we make this 3 wide at least for the walking part. All right, let's go ahead and make some stripped mangrove wood as well. And we'll do something kind of like this. Run it across like that, and do the same from the other side. And like I said, strip it all too. And then we can just extend the slabs across like this. Same on the other side here. Oh, hi bear. Yeah? What do you want? Bear says hi. Now we're gonna have to get under the bridge for what I want to do next, but I'm thinking this guy down here is gonna prove to be a bit of an issue. I'm trying to think of what the best way to move him would be because he keeps poisoning me. 3, 2, 1, jump in the boat. Oh, can he not hit me? That's kind of convenient. You know, technically I could probably get him to break his bow like this. We'll do that at some point. We're just gonna close you in there, buddy. And at long last we can get rid of this random cobblestone bridge. Anyways, back to the bridge we actually want. Let's grab our happy guest, wherever he is. Fredbert, where are you? Ah, here he is. We're officially licensed to pilot him now, so this is good, our first flight. There's something very satisfying about flying around on the happy guest. You get to take your time and admire the entire kingdom. Anyways, what I was trying to do before I got carried away was just throw some slabs down here like this, and a stair against the side, kind of like this. And this bridge is getting in the way now, so let's get rid of it too. Alrighty, I'm happy with that shape. Let's get a little bit of color in here now. I'm thinking some cobbled deep slate of the tiled variety. It just goes really nice with mangrove wood. Get something kind of like this going on. Not too bad. I'm thinking what if we swap out the middle block with something though? Nothing too fancy, maybe just a trapdoor. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And now, because this is all pretty level with the bridge, what if we add a rail with some slabs? Something just along here like this. And that doesn't work, so we get rid of this block, and boink, and boink. And same deal here. There we go, that's looking pretty cool. Let's get that done on the other side here too. It's simple, but it's coming along. I do think we need some more details to make it work a bit better though. And one of those things that we desperately need to do is fix this side here. So let's just grab a little bit of stone and see if we can't sculpt this out a little bit nicer. There we go, that flows a little bit nicer straight up onto the bridge. Still looks a little bit off from here, so I think we need some height at the front and the back of the bridge. And I've actually had a design idea in my head for a little bit now, and it involves the new shelves, which, if memory serves, are made with stripped logs, right? Yep, it looks like it. Oh my god, welcome to the new most expensive recipe in Minecraft. You thought trapdoors were bad. That is 6 stripped logs. Granted, they do make 6 per recipe, but still, logs, not planks. Anyways, I wanted to see what a pillar lined with these guys would look like. And maybe we turn these guys. There we go, that looks a bit better. Not much we can do on that front, but I think we can live with that. You know what, that looks pretty cool. Let's add one more log on top of each of them. Yep, that looks pretty cool. I think a wall on top might be nice though. And boom, and boom. There we go, I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave them unwaxed for now because I want to see what they look like at different stages of oxidization. But for now, let's make these over on this side as well. There we go, that is a pretty nice looking bridge. The last little detail I'd like to add is just a few of these hanging lanterns that we have from the pagoda underneath here. And I'm thinking we maybe do them from the middle about here. So we'll just throw some slabs across, that way we can actually get to the middle. And what do we need? We need glowstone, we need chains, and we need lanterns. That looks pretty awesome, I think. Alright, I'm quite happy with how this has turned out. I do think we could use something in the center here, though. Nothing super fancy, though. I'm thinking we just do a stripped log, a wall, and then another lantern on top. Perfect, I love it. Our days of walking over to the pagoda like a peasant are over. Alright guys, I've put in a lot of hours of building here in this episode so far. I think it's time to take a little bit of a break, because we really should check on our shop that we built last episode. Now, I realize our last episode was like 3 months ago, but in all honesty, I haven't really been keeping up on stock in the Mangrove market, with the exception of the redstone corner down here, so let's go check that out. And I'm sure you've seen this by now, but the Nether Kingdom has set up their shop in the Mangrove market, and it is looking awesome. Oh, and by the way, which one is it? Yeah, they're rich. I don't think I've made any more sales, but as you can see, the frog lights have been selling. I've been collecting my my profits from here, so that's good. Oh, okay, well, all of the mud sold. Thank you, Acacia Kingdom. I do enjoy profits. Also in the Mangrove market, we now have a bookshop selling every single book in the game. Looks like there's some profits in here, but I'll leave those for Anathra. He has, after all, done most of the work in this area. Alright, the redstone corner. Now, this one has been raking in profits. I've actually had to restock pretty much everything in the redstone area. Yoink. More, and more. Now, surprisingly enough, the one that has not been selling well is my dirt. I'm guessing still no sales in here? Okay, there's just straight up no stock in here anymore. Actually, now that I look at it, my price tag is gone too. What the heck happened here? Methinks we've been robbed. All right, let's review the security footage.
Okay, nobody seems to be home. They don't exactly have interiors just yet. I mean, fair enough, honestly. I'm trying to be all sneaky here, you know? I don't want anybody to know that I'm snooping around. Gosh, okay, hold on. We're here for corporate espionage and nothing else. There's something else. Okay, hold on a minute. How do we get down here? There we go. Is this little barrel off to the side? It's not even labeled? I guess this makes sense. I mean,
That sneaky little penguin got in here and got his flippers all over everything. Now, unfortunately, I didn't set up my exterior cameras quite right, but I'm guessing that the job happened from the outside. He definitely came through here. He definitely wasn't happy about the dirt. So I have a theory, and that theory is that he had an accomplice. And you know what? I think he needs some motivation to return my dirt. Alright, Throckmorton, we're going for a trip. This guy, he thinks he can get away with stealing my stock? Well, guess what? I'm holding your happy gas ransom until I get my dirt back. Although, I do have to find a good place to put him that he's not gonna just instantly find him. I may have a more fun idea than just simple ransom. Alrighty, Throckmorton has been taken and he has been hidden in a secure location. And I have left a nice little instruction manual for our dirt thieves. We'll make sure to return Throckmorton's effects here as well. All I'll tell you is that Throckmorton is alive and well, and he is being fed a steady supply of premium dirt. I'm not a savage after all, I'm gonna feed him. But the Spruce Kingdom has two options here. Number one, they can admit that premium dirt is the best dirt and that tree dirt is the stinkiest stuff on the server, and they'll return my dirt to me with payment, or they can follow the breadcrumbs. Let's see what they decide to do. Alright, revenge has been had, so I guess it's time to tackle the task I've been dreading all day, trying to figure out our storage system. Basically, all I've figured out so far is I want it to be right here. Past that, I really don't know, so I think our best bet is to just go grab a couple chests and barrels and just start placing things. Oh, our poor log chest. It has to be done though, and we'll make a whole bunch of these too. Now, let's see what we can come up with. So I think that I want the chests built into the cliff wall, so we're gonna have to redo this regardless. We just gotta figure out how we want to break things up. So I'm just going to place things for a little bit and we'll see how things go. Alright, I think I'm happy with this design here. We got a 3x3 of chests going, as well as some of the new shelves, which we can put items in to signify what is in each chest. Now, I may have to change this later on, because I don't know what kind of effect shelves have on the game. I know item frames can get pretty laggy. I'm hoping that shelves aren't the same, but if it turns out that they are, we'll swap them out for signs. But for now, we're going to assume that they are not. So I guess I'll fill out the rest of these chests here. We'll strip all these down too, which is definitely too much red now, so we got to break it up a bit. Let's throw a deep slate border on the top. I'm thinking something kind of like this, and then we can either put a light source here or something decorative. Now, I want to try out a few different things at the bottom here. First one is mangrove stairs, which is still a lot of the same color, so let's try brick maybe. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's try something a little bit more out of the box. You know, I kinda like that, and it's a good transition between the floor and the storage system if we work a little bit of tuff into the ground here. Plus it gets rid of some of the red too. I think we're gonna go with it. Or at least we're going to try it out, and if we don't like it, we can always swap it out later. Now I'm thinking let's get a row of frog lights in behind here, and then another row of slabs, which would give us something kind of like this, which I'm not sure if I like. Let's try shroom lights instead. They're a little bit more on the color palette we're working with. Oh yeah, that's much better. So I guess that means we can mirror this over now. There we go, level 1 of the storage is looking pretty good, I think. And yes, that is just level 1, because this is nowhere close to enough. I mean, you guys saw the size of the chest monster that I have under the first island right now. We're gonna need a lot more space than this. So I'm thinking let's just do a layer of stone over the top for now. And now let's hope that I have enough room to push this back, say, 3 blocks from the edge. You know, I think there's actually just barely enough space to make it work. You know what? I'm not gonna question it, I'm just gonna accept it. There we go, second layer of chests is in. That's what, 9 times 6 times 2? 9 times 6 is 54, times 2, that is 108 chests. Should be more than enough for my storage room, I think. I do need some kind of trapdoor or something to cover up the stone ledge, though. The chiseled deep slate kind of works. I feel like it needs a little something more, or maybe it's not quite the right block. I can't put my finger on it right now, but it's not bad, so we'll settle for it. Maybe while I'm sorting out my storage, something better will come to me. Alright, the last thing I need to do is make a way into the upper level here. That's not really gonna work, is it? Okay, how about right here? That works. Make a few ladders, and up we go. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this area back here yet, but I think I'm going to leave it blank for now. For now, I want to work on merging these sides, because what I want to do is I want to merge the end of the storage with the side of the cave. That way there's a nice seamless transition. And then at the top, I want to bring this grass area out on top of the storage. Maybe add a few trees too. So let's make use of the dump chest again. I know, our storage system is off to such a great start. And let's just grab some stone and start terraforming. It's done, it's organized, and it's decorated. Trust me when I say this was no small task. As you can see here on the main island, our chest monster has been completely defeated. And it took about 5 hours to move everything over and sort it all, and that was with Fool's help. There was so much stuff. I mean, check this out. We've got all this stone in here, plus this shulker, plus another chest over here dedicated to shulkers full of stone. I thought I had maybe half of this before I started organizing, and we just found so many useful resources while organizing everything. It's a wonder that I've made it this far without any sort of organizational system whatsoever. Will it stay organized? Probably not. Because just like every organization system I make, I left myself a little bit of a cop-out. It's meant to just be for stuff that I don't have a section for, but let's be real, it's gonna turn into a dump area real quick. I also did some decorating inside the cavern here. I've got some glowberries and trees up on the other side over there. I did have glowberries throughout the entire thing, but I'll be honest, I didn't love it. But after trimming it back like this, I think it looks way better. And from inside this cavern, we have what I think is the coolest view on the server. If we go ahead and turn shaders on here, this already looks pretty cool. But if we go ahead and sleep the night away, this right here is one of my favorite views on the entire server. It's just so good. I love the light beams coming in and reflecting off the water. You can see the fish and the reflection of the glowberries in there. It's just altogether amazing. I've just got to hold here for a second for a screenshot. Fredbert, get out of the way. There we go, good enough. I also went ahead and started landscaping the top of the island during one of my streams. And granted, it's only a start, but I think it's turning out quite nicely already. As with everything else we do here, it's all about the atmosphere we're building around this entire island, and I think we've nailed it so far. And I have so many more plans for this island in the future here. I want to get a bunch of buildings on the island right behind me there. I'm thinking either one big building or 2 or 3 smaller ones. I want to build up some rocks and boulders here in the front. And I'm thinking on this top part here, maybe one big building. Not as big as the pagoda, obviously, but a bigger building. And then once we have all those buildings in, we can start doing the rest of our landscaping. I didn't want to do too many trees because I figured I'd get carried away and then I'd have no space for buildings. And as much as I would love to do that all today, we are very much out of time. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.